What you are about to hear is highly classified. Zone 4 number 142 is If I Were in Charge Week. The crew returns this week to play a game of If I Were Editor-in-Chief, as each one of us step into the role of EIC for one of the major comic companies, Marvel, DC, IDW, Image, and so forth. We talk about what changes we would make, what we would do differently, so on and so forth. We just have fun with it. More updates on the weekly webcomic, updating every Monday at zone4podcast.com/webcomic. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. We also give more shout-outs to our faithful Zone 4 Legionnaires. Like us on Facebook.com/Zone4Podcast, and eventually you'll get a shout-out on the show. Our reserves this week are Mike Luoma and John Wilson. You can learn more about Mike and his creations, Alibi Jones, Sovereign, and his own podcast at glowinthedarkradio.com. John Wilson, of course, one of the co-owners of comicrelated.com with myself and Chuck Moore. So go check it out. We play another round of Zone 4 Pyramid. Mike and Ron versus myself and John for the last round in this go-around, and then we start it all over again. This episode of Zone 4 is sponsored by Earthbound Comics, publishers of Alibi Jones, Sovereign, Lady Flight, The Long Hunters, and much more. You can learn all about them at earthboundcomics.com. Mike Luoma's titles are published through there as well, and the Earthbound Anthology is out now too. And now, listen to a clip from the show.
But, well, if I could take DC, I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, they're doing pretty good with this new 52 stuff. I mean, they're really getting, they're getting a lot of readers back. They're getting a lot of their top position back. I think if I was editor-in-chief, I would say, hey, this isn't the regular DC Earth stuff. This is another Earth. But, I'd put that out there for the long-time readers who were, like myself, who were sitting here dying a little bit inside with every new 52 issue. If they would say, hey, this is another Earth, don't worry about it, we'll be back to those guys later, then I'd be okay with that. But, yeah, I can't say much bad, at least from an editor standpoint, that DC is doing right now. Because they are bringing people back. And that's kind of what you have to do as editor, is bring people back to the table. So
it's so funny hearing the defeat in your voice when
it's defeat too. As editor-in-chief, it is defeat that they're doing so damn well.
I know they're succeeding because they're getting everybody's attention. It's damn hard to get attention for an indie title right now.
Yeah, I mean, they've got everybody's attention, and they're bringing readers back to the DC table. So,
yep, they are.
As much as with the exception of Aquaman, which is really, and actually the third issue of Red Hood and the Outlaws, with the exception of those two titles, New 52 hurts my soul, but it is helping the pocketbook, so it can't complain there, I suppose.
Alright, so if you enjoyed that clip, you can listen to the entire show later today via our RSS feed or on comicrelated.com or our Facebook page. And of course, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, iTunes, and our RSS feed. And of course, as always, we thank you for listening.